August 5th, 1935, La Cañada, California. Viola and James Pemberton are enjoying a fun-filled evening with their close friend, Robert James.
Robert James is always very well dressed, very well groomed. He's married to a woman named Mary, and she works with him at his shop as a manicurist. They have been married for 3 weeks, and they seem incredibly happy with one another.
That night, James invites his friends home to meet his new bride.
Robert has been bragging about his wife's cooking ability, and they're very excited to taste some of the things that she has made for them.
But when they enter the house, Mary is nowhere to be found. The trio scours the property.
James and the Pembertons are out with their flashlights, scanning over the lawn, and at some point, they see that Mary is in the yard, face down, with her face in a fish pond. Robert is hysterical, weeping. He is holding on to her, and they're trying desperately to get him away from the body so they can let the police come in and do their work.
When the authorities arrive, Mary's body is sent to the medical examiner. Her death is declared a case of accidental drowning. But soon after, police receive a troubling tip that convinces them Mary's death was no accident. A bartender claims he overheard a man named Charlie Hope discussing his involvement in the woman's murder. When police question Hope, he soon breaks down. He admits to aiding in the crime and claims he was put up to it by none other than Mary's husband, Robert James.
Robert James wanted his wife dead because he has a $5,000 insurance policy on his wife, double indemnity if indeed her death is accidental.
As they dig deeper, police learn that James has pulled this stunt before.
They realize that he's been married multiple times, and at least one of his wives died under similar circumstances in which Mary had died.
But it seems that this time, Robert James added a creative twist. With Hope's assistance, James tied up his wife and exposed her to the bite of a venomous snake. But when she failed to die immediately, the barber panicked and drowned Mary in the bathtub. In 1936, Robert James is convicted of his wife's murder. And 6 years later, he becomes the last man executed by hanging in the state of California.